What am I doing?
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hello everyone. So, this is another camping vlog. This one is more specifically my first time backpacking. Last video was from my camping trip in January, where I spent first night camping alone on Quadra Island. My aim at the beginning of the year was to try and fuel this passion that I suddenly had and go camping every month. This time I went backpacking, so I was carrying things a long distance. For me, backpacking is not having a vehicle to as like your main thing. That includes cycling or using a motorbike or a car or anything like that. Backpacking, I'd say your major transportation is walking. You can take the bus, you can take a ferry, but otherwise, it's walking. So you are carrying all of the stuff that you need with you on your back. You got to be comfortable with that. The aim for this one was to go from Comox to Campbell River. That was the goal, to try and do that. And I gave myself one night. The reason why I did this was because I wanted to see more of the island. I wanted to try out backpacking and camping and finding my own place without going into the wilderness or really delving much into the wild or the forest. So I mostly walk along the old highway, which is very scenic. And although there's a lot of cars on it, it is only 2-lane. It's not as fast as like a major motorway or a major highway. It goes along the coast for a majority of the time. It's quite nice. One reason why I'm talking to you a lot here is most of this trip I was just trying to focus and enjoy. So I took a lot of photos and a few videos. So this is less of like a I'm taking you with me sort of vlog as it was last time. This is more of like what I saw, and most of it is pictures. So a lot of it is just details or interesting houses or cars or trees or moss, mushrooms, stuff like that. Because one thing I really liked about this route, going through these kind of smaller highway side villages and clusters of houses, is in Canada every house is so unique. They have so much room. The plots are big. They have a big garden. They have a lot of room and ways to express themselves. While I feel like houses in the UK are a lot less expressible, especially when there's a lot of council houses and stuff like that, and more privacy. But on the motorway, properties are pretty open, so you can look into them. A lot of them sell farming stuff, like they sell eggs or they sell jam or things like that. There was a lot of really nice things to see. There was a lot of animals. There were some farms and such. A lot of guard dogs, some cows, stuff like that. So it was quite nice. It was a bit unpleasant walking alongside the road. I saw a lot of roadkill, which made me very sad, and I think I might do a video talking about that at some point. But that was very sad to see animals hit unnecessarily, just violently killed by cars and then dragged into the ditch. It was really upsetting and disrespectful. And I saw a lot of deer in there. I think I saw a possum, maybe 5 deer, each one at a different stage of decomposition. I won't get into the grisly details, but you could see into them. You could see yellowing skin. You could see the whole process. Each one was at a different stage, and it was just sad to see how much of a consistent thing it is that animals get killed by these noisy, environmentally damaging cars, spewing fumes, going fast, ripping the air apart, and it's just sad to see beautiful animals get hit by those things and then just dragged into the ditch. And aside from the noise of the cars constantly going by me, it was a pretty cool journey. I was so excited. I felt, independent, going out on my own to the next town over, just walking there and carrying my stuff and finding a place to sleep and stopping by and just having the freedom to decide when to walk, decide when to stop by, decide when to rest, decide, oh, look, that looks interesting. I'm going to stop by here. Oh, I'm going to stop by the beach for a while. It was wonderful to feel a responsibility for myself and an independence and a freedom that even if you're sort of living on your own, you don't get the same sense of freedom as when you're traveling by yourself. It was really wonderful. Anyway, this is enough of a chat at the beginning, so please enjoy these pictures of the stuff that I saw along the way, and a few little clips. And if you want to see more of a vlog style stuff, I have more camping trips on the way, and you can check out my last video too. I will have a playlist to my camping vlogs, my camping videos, in the description. Please enjoy! Bye bye, I love you! Oh my goodness, look at them! Hello! Hi! What cute cows! Just by road, I came over here to put my stuff down, catch a breather, have lunch, and I just had a little fright. I just went because there's a snake right here. He looks beautiful. I don't want to bother him though, so I'm not going to touch him, but I'm fine. I don't think I'm going to move. I think we're good. I think if I moved everything, he might get even more worried. So I'm just going to sit here next to this snake. He's pretty cute.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
How am I gonna get under that? It's about just above waist high and I have a massive pack on my back. Well, look at this. Just on my waist. Oh, now we go under. Oh. And now there's an even lower one. Oh. Oh. My feathers. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Put that back up. Whew. Do I dare go across these logs? These slippery, wet logs. Oh, shoot. Over there. Right over there. That's the Sunshine Coast. It's 3:30 on Monday. and I'm just at the ocean, South Campbell River, Oyster River, just up there. So some pretty good waves here. It's pretty epic here. Very refreshing after walking alongside the motorway for like 7 hours. Look at those crazy waves. They're converging right here. Actually started shining. Ah, a light. Oh my goodness, I turned around and it's coming towards me. Tide's coming in quick. Crazy. By this point, I had walked for several hours and gotten about 50 kilometers in somehow. On Google Maps, it shows the whole journey as only being about 55, 57 kilometers, but in the end, my whole trip actually took 70. Right now, at this point in the trip, I'm at Oyster River, and at this point, it was about mid to early afternoon. I was having a really nice time exploring the local woods and having a look around the camping grounds and stuff like that. It was very pleasant. This tree has holes in it. It's filled with little flies. You see them all? Little mites. One's going into that hole. These lines were probably made when the bark was on, and they would scurry underneath the bark. Can you imagine this being upright and going up this winding staircase? Or just look at this, especially this bit. All of this, all the way up. Can you imagine climbing up? Can you imagine climbing up a tree through the tunnels underneath the bark like a little wood mouse? That would be amazing. The one area that I found appears to have elk poop everywhere. Every clearing has elk poop. It's been very humid, so I don't know how old it is, but it's elk poop. It is not sparring season, it is not mating season, it is not youngling season. So, out of any time of the year, this is the time of year where they shouldn't attack me. Yes. I have my stick, so it's very unassuming, so I don't think that they're going to be jealous of me, even if they have antlers, even if they don't have antlers, you know? It doesn't look too cool, but really, it is a pretty cool stick. Yeah, and I'm not going to throw it in the river. just wanted to say I saw the most amazing meteor, sorry. It was streaking through the sky, and I saw it break into bits. Like 3 little chunks came off the main chunk, and those 3 little chunks, I saw their trail too, and they burned up, and then the main chunk went on. I can't remember, I don't know how to say, like centimeters in the sky in my perspective. I don't know. It went on for a little bit more, and then it was just really cool. I don't know if I've seen a shoot. I'm in the wild right now. Oh, for goodness, that's bright. What is Ray Kai? Look at my setup. It's pretty cool. I got my food all the way over there. Because there's elk poop, like everywhere. Every clearing in this forest, there's elk poop. And so I put all my food and water over there. So if they do come and bother me, they won't come and bother me. They'll come and bother that, probably. Yo, look at my setup. Oh, dude, it's so bright. Okay, will it stay? Whoa! Apparently not. So at this point, I was having a lot of fun. The area that I just left was really nice to relax in. Yeah, the wooden chainsaw sculptures were awesome. Some of them were really cool and impressive. I was taking things a little bit slower because I got a little worn out at just the constant noise of the cars and the motorway and whatnot, or the highway. But it was this is really beautiful. And the next bit coming up, I just had such a wonderful feeling in my heart. I was really happy. It's just south of Campbell River. Just so beautiful. It was a sunny day. I could look across at the mainland and the mountains. There was a lot of points and bays, which meant it was longer because I had to go along a bumpy coastline. But it was really nice to look forward and see, oh, that's the next bay, and check my map and see what the names are and the creeks that feed the bay and all of that. It was just really wonderful, and I even had this moment later on where it was just sun was shining and I was going slow and I was exploring like the south of Campbell River, Willow Point, stuff like that, and it was just beautiful. I felt like I was on a holiday in France. Like it didn't look like that, but I got the same feeling in my heart, and it was just really wonderful, and I was having a lot of fun, despite how taxing the day before was. Now I will crash. I crashed near the end of the journey, but at this point I was doing really well. Although I was having some not back pain, but I was having a sore spot on my back, and the weight of carrying my heavy pack was getting to my feet a little bit. But otherwise, I was having a wonderful time. He's eating something. One thing that I didn't really take pictures of was as I was going through South Campbell River and the outer areas and going into the center, I saw a lot of kind of nasty plot developments, lots of flats and kind of ugly modern buildings that were, big, high-rise, multi-story, and they were always like, West Urban Developments, proud to build and develop Willow Point and Sims Creek and Campbell River. And I found this poster saying that people don't like that. I felt like a video game character going to town and hearing about their issue, and then when I get there, people like, oh, somebody has to stop West Urban's development. Oh, if only someone here that was not known or not local could go and throw a spanner in the works without repercussion. Yeah, it kind of felt like that. So, just so you know, people don't like West Urban, or at least some people don't. Maybe look into them. Maybe they're kind of pushing development and stuff like that. I don't know. Look into it. Anyway, this was the end of my journey. At the last few kilometers, all of a sudden I started feeling very wary and taxed down, and I started getting a bit frustrated and aggravated by the rubbing on my back, and I was getting kind of sore. So all of a sudden my spirits kind of fell a little bit, and I realized I kind of hit about 70 kilometers, and I probably did too much yesterday. So it was only just afternoon, and I just reached Campbell River, so I'm gonna call it quits. And I knew I was in Campbell River when I came across this house, which months later has been completely removed. I think they were removing it at the time, but it said pretty much near the border of the Campbell River proper, not Greater Campbell River, there was this two-wall building, and on it was painted Campbell River, the city that... nothing. The city that... Wait, what do we do? What's our claim to fame? As you saw on the big sign, it says the salmon capital of the world, but I don't think they are anymore. They just haven't changed it. So I found it very funny that there was a two-wall building that just said Campbell River, the city that... nothing. I thought it was very funny, and so I'm gonna leave this little entry on my camping backpacking journey here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for looking at all the pictures. I'm sorry if it wasn't super engaging, but I still wanted to share all the wonderful little details I saw along the way. And yeah, it went well. I brought enough stuff. I probably brought too much water, a bit too much food, so the pack was heavier than I needed it to be. I stayed really warm. I slept for 9 hours, and I had a really, really comfortable, undisturbed sleep. It was great, guys. I love it. I loved it. Again, the only bad thing was kind of the cars and the roadkill that was upsetting. Aside from that, I had a really wonderful time. I was exhausted by the end, though. That's it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Check out my other camping vlogs if you want to.